Hello. 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 Welcome to jasonnewland.com. My name's Jason Newland. In fact, welcome. Let me just check to see if this is working okay. My name's Jason Newland. In fact, welcome. Let me just check to see if this is working okay. See? Not bad quality sound there, if I do say so myself. Hello. I'm trying to get it so that this microphone isn't so intrusive. This microphone as well. But it's kind of strange because they just really see me in my face. But hey, I wonder if I can do this a little bit differently. I thought maybe I go like that. Oh no. Well. It's basically what it is. It's a testing, I'm just trying to test things out. I don't do many live broadcasts, but I do the occasional one. I realise the lighting ain't perfect in here, but it's alright, I think. I'm recording the podcast at the same time, and my hair is messy, which is weird because I just washed it. It feels so silky smooth. Oh, it's nice to be able to hold chunks of my hair like that, because I spent so much time in my life being bald. But I do actually have hair, look. I know I'm receding and stuff, but I do have my own hair. It's just a bit... my big pink forehead. Blimey. So, I've got a website now, letmeboytosleep.com. Belinda says hi. Hi, Jason. Hi, Belinda. Oh, I forgot my own name. Hi. Hi to the 3 people listening, watching, rather. There's quite a lot going on. First of all, my back is... the middle of my back is not great. I say middle... Oh, I tell you, I can't even place where it is. I know it, I can feel it, but I can't... I need someone to sort of press on my back for me to sort of figure out where exactly, it hurts. I don't know if it's skeletal, muscular, or worse, hopefully nothing worse, but I don't know if it's I've caused it. It's self-inflicted because of all the stretching exercises I was doing in order to help my lower back, which at the moment hasn't been causing me hardly any problems at all, because all the pain, it seems like I've only got a certain amount of pain available to me, and all of that's being used for my upper back or my middle of my back, and there's none left. Sorry, mate, got none. You should have got here earlier. All the pain's been taken. Yeah, we've got none left to give you. You're gonna have to make do with just feeling a little bit awkward, a little bit stiff. That's all. Sorry, mate. Try and get here a bit earlier tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So that seems to be the thing. So Belinda, hi Belinda, I've been, since I did my last live recording, I've been working on, well, I've got new websites now. I've got, can't even remember the names of them. LetMeBoyToSleep.com, SleepHypnosisDaily.com, DeepSleepWhisper.com. I think it might be DeepSleepWhisperHypnosis.com, but I think it's Deep Sleep Whisper. No sure. So, but I'm going to write them down on a piece of paper and stick them on the wall to remind me. But those websites are podcasts. So you click on them. So the Let Me Boy to Sleep, the website is just the podcast. Not really anything else. So if you, for whatever reason, I don't know, I can't think of a reason really, but it might be easier, than going on to Spotify or to Apple Podcasts. It's definitely not harder. Mind you, an app is easier to open, isn't it, than a website sometimes. So, yeah, maybe it is easier to do the app. But it's just there. It's there for those that would like to use it. It's all of my recordings on that website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some more podcasts listing maybe the 1 to 100 and then like that, so that I'll put them in little podcasts so you can click on that and the podcast can come up, and it just so you can find stuff. It's a little bit easier. You got me. Swear down. Yeah, easier. Other than that, hello Boston. Hey Boston. Hey, how you doing? I want to go and have some coffee. Coffee. I got a twitchy eye. I went 3 days, I think, where I didn't do a nout. Didn't do a thing. Didn't do a single thing for 3 whole days. And now I'm kind of trying to catch up. Yesterday evening and today. Hi, Carol. Hello. So I'm trying to catch up with some stuff. Haven't updated my website yet, but it was updated. I spent part of those. To be fair, I didn't spend 3 days doing nothing. I spent 3 days doing administrative stuff, building the websites, updating the websites, all that stuff. So when I say I was doing nothing, that's a lie. I just wasn't making any recordings. So last night, I got back on it. Yesterday late afternoon, I think. And all day today. I've been at it all day. I'm very sore. I mean, at it all day. Other than that, that's it, really. Carol says, you help the nation to sleep. Do you fall asleep easily? That's a good question. You know what, Carol? I'm kind of a weird sleeper. Yeah, I do. The answer to that answer is yes. The answer to that question is yeah. I fall asleep easily. I don't stay asleep particularly for long periods of time. But I think part of the reason for that is because I've got so much to do. There's always something to do. and I'm always sort of wanting to check on the stats and, work on stuff. So, and I've got the kind of lifestyle where I can sleep anytime I want. So I don't just have to sleep at night. I could sleep during the day. I could go to sleep now. You wouldn't even notice, would you, really, to be fair, if I just went to sleep. But falling asleep, easy. I can sleep during the day. I can sleep. Heidi says he falls asleep whilst making podcasts. I actually do. See, if I was on camera, you wouldn't believe it, because I'm like this, especially with the sleep whisper ones. They are practically. It's so hard. I would say probably not for the last month have I made a sleep whisper hypnosis session without falling asleep while I was making it. Now sometimes I fall asleep like proper, and I wake up and I'm like an hour and a half into the recording, and it's just the last hour of me just snoring. More recently, it's just I have to keep going through it and editing, because you just got these noises like. It's like, my recordings are quite easy to edit normally, but the whisper ones, I have to go through every single sound to see whether or not it's me talking or me snoring. I do snore. I do. I have sleep apnea, actually. I've been diagnosed with sleep apnea a few years ago. So I do snore. Carol says, thank you for answering that question. That's very formal of you. I'm very pleased that you asked. I was over the moon to answer. You know what? It'd be weird, wouldn't it, if I did a recording on sleeping and I couldn't sleep? That's why I don't do recordings on being nice. How to be nice to people. Because I'm nasty. I do fall. I lay down on my bed. You know what? I realised, okay. And again, I think it's a bit. I'm in a quite a good situation because I don't have to get up. I rarely have an appointment that I need to get up for, so I don't have to get up in the morning at a specific time. If I did, then I would reevaluate that question. But when I lay down on my bed, I enjoyed that part of it, because you can't remember when you're asleep. I mean, you might be able to remember the dreams, but you can't remember how you felt and how relaxed you were when you were asleep. And we are very relaxed when we sleep, because the body relaxes itself. It's just what it does. But we can't remember that. So what I like to do is have some time laying down and enjoying feeling relaxed. Enjoy getting in touch with that feeling of comfort and like, oh, I ain't got to do nothing now. Just relaxing. And not one part of me is wanting to go to sleep. It's not wanting to go to sleep either. It just, that bit before going to sleep has got nothing to do with sleep for me. The sleeping bit happens that I'm not aware of it. It just happens. But when I'm lying in bed, that part is where I'm just chilling out. Heidi says, I love the drifting away. Yeah, I do. It's that, when you drift like, and then you come back. It's like, oh. Sometimes, honestly, I'll be lying in bed and I'll drift away, and then I'll be thinking about something, and I'm enjoying the thought. I'm really enjoying it, whether it's funny. It might be like a funny situation that I'm just enjoying thinking about, or it might be sexy time. I don't know. It could be, it could be something that I'm just enjoying, and I'm trying to get back to that. So maybe I drifted away, and I'm trying to get in touch with that again. But then I drift away in a different direction. I'm trying to get back to the little dreamy thing that I was having. And I do. I don't get frustrated because I don't care enough. But it's like, oh. And then when I'm in that state, I couldn't, even though I'm technically still awake, I couldn't count to 5. I was like, I'm just like totally gone. But I am awake, but my mind's just, I'm kind of sometimes almost like chasing this little feeling that was lovely, but not in a kind of grabby, gropey way, but more in a pleasant way. It's like, oh, okay, we're going to follow that. And sometimes I drift and I wake, come back, and I'm trying to get in touch with what I was thinking about before I drifted. And I just can't sometimes. And it's almost like it's impossible. I can't get it back. And I mean, there's occasions where I'm lying in the bed and I have an idea. And I don't have a pad next to my bed, which would be a good idea to have, because, you know, my ideas are related to doing this stuff. And if I have an idea, Boston says MHM. My hairy, I don't know, what does MHM stand for? Or is it just was that I like the feeling. I'll tell you what, earlier, if you really want to be bored, nothing in it. Oh, nodding and agreeing. Okay, cool. I discovered something that sent me to sleep today. So I just had something to eat. And what I like to do is sometimes just sit in my chair and just close my eyes. I've had something to eat. I'm not going to lie down after having a full meal, but I will sit down. And I was watching a video on using a music software package, and the video lasted about an hour and a half. I had no interest in what he was doing because it was a Cube based. It's a completely different software package to anything I've used or ever will probably. And it was music. I don't do music really. It sent me to sleep. His voice was so calming. It was like, and now you do this, and a few little sounds were coming up. So I closed my eyes and I fell asleep. And honestly, I was listening to him, and his voice was part of my dreams. Don't know what the dreams were, but his voice was there. And I woke up and I looked at the TV and I thought, oh, okay. It was lovely. It was so peaceful, so calming, that I might be doing it again. I found something that really worked for me. Belinda says that's what your voice is like. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What do you mean? You saying I'm boring? Boston says, Jason, I've been told my voice is calming too. You have got a calming voice, Boston. When you're not shouting. When you're not shouting at me. People come to my vlog room to listen to me. Yeah, too right they do. I remember your vlogs. For anyone that doesn't know Boston Chickie who's on there, we've known each other for over a decade, isn't it? Over a decade. And she was big on the blogging scene. She's one of the top vloggers rather, on YouTube back in 2011. 2011, I think. Yeah. So there was this thing where it was, and anyway, I think probably a year or so before that, Boston was following me on YouTube, and she suggested to me, and I used to follow her, I used to watch her videos, and she suggested that I join a vlogging thing, because I used to do a Jason Chats vlog, but I wasn't that regular with it, and um, I was doing vlogs right from. I didn't used to call them vlogs. I used to call them updates. My first update was probably 2007, but I never. So vlogging wasn't a thing. It wasn't heard of. No one knew what vlogging was in 2007. So all mine was like. Boston says, I like those chats you would make. Thank you. I've still got about 30 videos in storage somewhere that I might upload to YouTube. And I might look to start making some more. Now I've got... Boston, what do you think of the microphone, the quality? So remember what my quality of my stuff used to be like? It's... I'm waiting for the response now, but the podcast quality's improved a lot. But the video... The one thing is, thank you, Boston, so I like it. I'm using a thing called an iRig, which basically is, so you got the microphone, it's connected with the proper microphone, I forget the name of it, but it goes into this box called an iRig. In fact, if I do this, I'm going to try. There you go. Right. I was trying to do it without knocking everything off, but it didn't work. So the iRig plugs into the iPhone, and Heidi says, I'm falling asleep already. I'll keep the sound on. Good night. Well, okay, bye, Heidi. Boston says, okay, nice. So yeah, for those who listen to the podcast, check out the video. I'll post it on YouTube. It'll be on my Facebook page. About 22 minutes in or something, I show you the iRig. I actually show to the camera. Boston says, good night, Heidi. So I got this. I've been trying to figure a way to just get better quality sound. The pictures should be pretty good, but the lighting here ain't great. So I could do a bit better with the lighting, but even still, I think the pictures, 100% better than it ever used to be. It looks a little bit flaky, but for me it's the audio, because I'm about the voice, not about... We all can see I'm a supermodel. We don't need extra lighting for that. But the voice, if I say the voice, but for you to be able to hear me, that's what I mean, clearly, without in the background or well, I never understood why iPhones, top of the range, top technology, every time they produce a new one, the camera's better. I mean, you could basically travel to Mars with the camera now. It's so great. But the audio still isn't wonderful. Now, the new iPhone, I've got the new iPhone, and I've noticed, compared to the other one, I'm using the old iPhone with this recording now, and the audio seems to pick up better with the new iPhone, but still nothing compared to having the mic. Boston says, I have a Blue Yeti mic. I used to have one of them, and I don't know what it was. I think it might have been the laptop. I don't know. But I struggled with the Blue Yeti at times. I didn't used to do much in the way of live streaming, because if you remember, I'm saying to Boston now because she's the only one that really would remember this, but I never had very good internet. My internet was always slow ever since I knew Boston, until even just until lately, my internet's not ever been very good for doing live streaming. Now I'm doing live streaming on the mobile phone, mobile data, 4G. I'm not using the broadband because the broadband is half the speed. Broadband is like 37 megabytes a second. Mobile data, sometimes I get up to 90 megabytes. So it's much better. And I'm using the Facebook app. Everything just is better using the phone and the mobile data. I didn't have that until just recently. I had mobile data, but it was always limited and it was never that fast. But now, since January, I got my first unlimited data, which is on that phone there. Carol says you're going to go on for a while tonight. It's like you're really going to go on a bit. You're going to be on for a while tonight. Is that a question? It almost sounded like, oh God, you're going to be on for a while tonight, and this is going to last forever. I'm going to be on for the next half an hour. I'm going to do an hour. I'm not going to. I say that, but I'm not always able to police myself when I'm doing a live broadcast, because the hour, it goes much quicker. You see that? Quicker. Doing a live broadcast goes quicker than doing a normal podcast. I think that is because I'm talking to you, and I'm just moving the screen down, so I don't want to miss anyone. In a nice way. Okay, thanks, Carol. I can't stay long. I have work tonight, Boston says. Boston, 24-hour shift. Wow. Boston, you asked if it's unlimited data. Unlimited. I've got unlimited data on 4 things now. On that phone, my other phone, the iPad, and the laptop. And when I'm uploading my stuff, I use 3 things at the same time. Sometimes 4. Because it takes absolutely ages, even with the mobile data. Because download, they always focus on download, don't they? Upload, so I might get 75 megabytes download. It's not much use to me because I don't hardly download anything. I do a bit like download my recordings from one thing to another and whatever, but it's uploading. So I'm getting maybe 20 megabytes upload, which then lasts, Carol says, I'm going to get to bed, put on my headphones and listen in. Cool. Just to let you know, Carol, this and everyone else that's watching, this will be uploaded as a podcast as well. I will share the video. The video will be on Facebook and it will stay there. I will share it onto YouTube probably tomorrow. But this will be available as a podcast, half an hour after, within an hour of me finishing. It should be uploaded. Edit it and upload it. So I don't know what the time is now. It's 11 now. So depends where you are, but by midnight. I don't know. Wherever you are, I don't know. In let's say an hour's time, some of these versions of these recordings should be uploaded. Ish. Yeah. I didn't realise it was so late. It's 11 o'clock here. Boston says, hey, Carol. I am but a fool. Darling, I love you. Though you treat me cruel. Yeah. Oh, Carol. Hey, Carol. There's quite a few carols, isn't there? Songs. Hey, oh, Carol. I am but a... Hey, Carol. Oh, Carol. No. I am a night owl. I hate that. Okay, Carol, sorry. You hate that song. Yeah. I I can tell you what, I've got a little bit of a soft spot for 50s songs, because that was a 50s song, wasn't it? That was like, rubber ball, I come bouncing back to you. Rubber ball, I come bouncing back to you. Like Buddy Holly and Bill Haley and Billy Fury. Wasn't that the 50s? All around kind of Elvis's sort of, pretty much before Elvis really, because he was, what, 57? Boston says, I have a song about me. Do you? What's it called? I know what it is. It's Please Release Me, Let Me Go. Is that your thing? Is that the one? Oh. I have a song named after me. All by myself. Michelle Marbell. Yep. Dirty Water. Wow. There's a lot of female named songs. There's not that many male named songs, is there? There isn't, is there? I've not thought about that before. Anyone name some songs named after a man? Like with a man's name solely in the title? Because with women, you've got Mandy, you've got Shirley. Shirley, you may ask. Well, let me tell you. Shakin' Stevens. Whoa, whoa, Shirley. That's Julie. Julie. There was a Shirley one as well. Whoa, whoa, Julie. Do you love me truly? Julie. To be, my lover's love. Boston says, all joking aside, there is an Andrea song. Yeah. I forget your name but your name's Boston. I'm confused. I don't understand. I probably asked you this before, Boston. Obviously, I know where the Boston comes from. Chicky. Where did the Chicky come from? So you're from Boston. Chicky. Confused.com. I just banged the microphone. See? It's in the way. That's what I'm going to do. Right, is it still picking me up? Because someone will tell me, is the volume on the video still okay on Facebook? Can you still hear me okay with the microphone where it is? Please answer me, please, so otherwise I can't continue. Please help me. Yes, I hear you perfect. Brilliant. I'll scroll down now. I will acknowledge your previous messages. I'm a chick. I thought it was going to be something, I don't know, strange. Just because I'm a chick, innit? I'm a chick. What was I going to say? I was going to say something that's gone now because of this stupid mic. Kept banging the microphone. It's annoying me. Look, I like to be able to move my hands. Not under the desk or anything weird like that. I just, just like to be able to move my hands when I talk. Boston says, you thought it was going to be with your dad? No, it's because I'm a girl. And I'm from Boston. I know. Oh, Boston, have you heard about, I'm sorry, you do know him, don't you? The hypnotist. God, his name's gone out of my head now. My friend, the hypnotist, I did an interview with. I've lost his name. That's terrible, isn't it? That's, do you know who I mean? I'm going to search now, but he's very ill. I do know, I just, for some reason, I forgot his name's gone out of my head. Because it isn't a real name. It's like a, it's a sort of, well, he was a big YouTuber back in the day. Edini. I didn't find it, but I just remembered. Edini. Do you know Edini, Boston? Do you remember that? Yeah, from New Hampshire, that's it. He's a hypnotist, but also a magician. He's more interested in magic than in hypnosis. I'd say magic is his passion, loves the magic. Hypnosis is something that he got into. I'm not sure if it's because he wanted to perform on the streets using hypnosis, which he has. Boston says she used to listen to him before me. Oh, yeah, I did an interview with him a couple of years ago. And I'm going heavy here, by the way, for a couple of seconds, but this is real life. He's had leukemia for quite a while, and then he went into hospital, and because they thought maybe he was in a much worse state, and he's got prostate cancer. So yeah, I think he's still in hospital. Yeah, I don't know. The last message I saw now, I didn't know what to say. It's weird. I just didn't know what to really put down, what to sort of write, because everyone seemed to write. Because he's got a big following. He's got a bigger he's got a bigger YouTube following than me. Like he's had millions and millions and millions of views on his channel, and if he released a video, he'd have thousands within an hour. Even though he doesn't do much YouTube videos anymore, but he's got an audience that love him on YouTube. Oh, he's at home, is he? Yeah. I might send him a personal message just to sort of send my thoughts and that. It's weird. I think if he's someone that I'd probably try and hey, Boston, you're picking on me. Boston says, Jason, if you didn't delete your shit, you'd be huge too. Sorry. You're not sorry. Carol says, I've not heard of him, but going to check him out. He's Edinez, Edinni, or Eddinni, or Eddini. I'm not sure if it's 1D or double D. I'm not sure. Or N or double N. But he's got a nice handful. So I did keep deleting my channels, didn't I? Not just but my YouTube videos and yeah. But I haven't done it on my podcasts, and I've got a bigger audience now than I ever had on YouTube. So, there's a lot more people listening to me on podcasts than on YouTube. But, Boston, you probably agree that if I hadn't deleted my channel, the one that was doing well, or starting to do well, I would have been, I think I'd have, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but it's possibly I could have had a really large subscription by now, because it would be 10 years later. I might have, who knows, might have millions of subscribers. I think the test of it was my videos were so rubbish, quality wise, not of the content necessarily. I hope not. But the quality of the video is terrible. Fuzzy. I was using webcams a lot of the time. The sound was awful, but people still watched. I think I had about 3,000 subscribers on my most popular channel. And that's not, I know 3,000 is a small amount compared to, even average YouTubers these days. But for me, it was good because I could see the subscribers going up. Every day I was getting like 10, 20, 30 new subscribers. It was just growing and growing and growing. One of my videos had 100,000 plays, views. And instead of just like compared to now, if I get like 4 or 5 views or 20 views of a video in a week, that's pretty good. But I got to the point where I'd release a video and within a day I'd have maybe 2,000 views of that video. So it would be, it was growing. So it would have grown. I know it's all of woulda, shoulda, coulda, means nothing, does it? But if we learn from it, it could be. It could be. Carol says, I've not heard of him, but I'm going to check him out. Yeah, he's a nice bloke. He's done, his videos are really popular. And the thing is, I think what it is he's another one that just proves that he was popular for him, not for the quality of, I say, the visual quality. Because he used a webcam and he never, I think he did get himself a phone, but for years and for most of his YouTube career, he just had a webcam. And it wasn't the greatest picture. But his skill, he's got the perfect voice for hypnosis. And he talks how he talks. That's how he talks. Very slow, very considered, very precise, very clear, very, he puts everything into it. He's very talented, but however, his passion is magic. So he's done a lot of magic videos as well. See, I don't know what my passion is. Do I have a passion? I'm not sure. Ventriloquism, I think. I'm going to get myself a ventriloquist doll. And I'm going to do a podcast where I talk to the ventriloquist dolly or doll, puppet. So I'm thinking that would be quite good because I can't imagine there's many podcasts of ventriloquists. I did a recording earlier. If you fancy, I shouldn't really kind of give you inside information like this, but I did a boring objects podcast earlier, and it's about jobs. And I had to stop myself laughing on quite a few occasions. It might be worth a little listen. It's half an hour long, I think, or 40 minutes. Anyway, there's a few good lines in there. Even though I do say so myself, I was quite pleased, very, very, very impressed. It was very nice to do it, and I feel privileged to be able to share it with you. Yes. And sometimes I do, when I'm recording, I kind of have to stop myself from laughing And I was like breathe in and make a weird noise. Like that. I was like, oh, it's turned into a zombie. Walking Dead, Walking Dead. Hey, I think with this microphone for the video, the iRig, you can't have the microphone too close because it distorts. See this, I can talk into the microphone closer for the podcast. Closer and closer and closer. But this, if I got close to it, it would distort. Not like distorted bad, but it was like would be a fair bit of distortion. Has to be a distance, which I find it's quite a good thing actually. I mean, technically, if you look at where my head is, I can't. Stupid thing, always in my way. It looks like it's a long way away, doesn't it? It's just there. It's high. Look how far there is above my head. Let me see if I can get it above my head. Let me see if it'll go. So technically, if I move it like that, so okay, it's just out of camera shot. Is anyone still listening? Anyone still listening? Please answer. Anyone watching, I mean. On YouTube, on Facebook. If you are, I'm just wondering if you can still hear me. Actually, I'm going to listen myself. Don't need you. I'm going to look myself. So there. Baby, baby. Right. So, can you hear me? So, can you hear me? You can. So, can you hear me? You can. Wow. So, can you hear me? You can. Wow. Oh, this is weird. I'm going to stop that. So, that camera is out of, although the shadow's on my head, but the camera is, the microphone rather, is just there. So potentially I could have it. What about now? Can you hear me now? Weird, isn't it? Strange thing about it, it looks closer. It's not that far away for some. I think because of my glasses, it just looks far away. Far away. But it's not. This thing, there's no way of getting that out of the camera really, because you want me to hear me. You'd hear me, but I'd be like in a distance. So let me have a look. No, it needs to be, the microphone needs to be near me gob for the podcast. But from the looks of it, I don't need the microphone right close to me when I'm doing a live stream. That's exciting, isn't it? But the shadow on me, there's a shadow, man. I can't deal with the shadow. No shadow. Let's make it stop. So, yeah. 9 minutes left. So, yeah, it's been, everyone's gone now. Thanks everyone for talking to me, but now you've gone. You just left. Didn't say goodbye, you just left. No interest. Just bye. Just using me. Using my boring voice. Oh, blimey, I'm dribbling everywhere. Oh, that's nice. Oh. I wonder what it's like to lactate. That's not a weird thing to want to know. Just wonder what it's like. That's my passion. I'm interested in lactation. That is my passion. Idini loves magic. I love lactation. What's wrong with that? Don't judge me. Stop judging me. It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to do it. I can't help being like me. I can't help being the way I am. No. I don't want to be like this. I don't know. No, I don't know. Har, 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 har. I'm sorry, I'm just being silly now. If you cut up the cake, cut the cake up so it's nice. Nice, it's 43 people to eat it. Make it into 43 different pieces. What am I talking about? Cake. Here's a little thing for you, right? If you want a mobile phone stand on your desk, on your table, but you don't want to pay money out, but you're fed up with it being flat on the table and you want to be able to see it, especially when someone rings you, it's more obvious to your peripheral vision if the phone is facing you and that the screen lights itself in order to tell you that you have a text or a phone call or maybe a message of some kind or a notification. Well, I discovered something the other day. You got one of these hanging around. This is duct tape, sorry. Duct tape. Now, it's not thick, it's not a whole reel, but it's still enough. Now, I can't show you but anyway, what I did, put this on the counter, or on the table, and then put that there. And that's it. Remember him? Hey? Little Andre? Still my screensaver. And it works. It's, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I haven't got a grippy table, so it's not like it's gripping or anything. I'll tell you what I like about the new iPhone. I don't really know how to use phones, if I'm honest. I don't make many phone calls. I don't enjoy talking on the phone anymore. I use these solely to upload my recordings. This is part of my gas. If you want to say business, whatever. It's part of the job. This is part of the process, is using the phones to upload stuff. The iPad is the editor, and then I upload after that. The laptop, that's also constantly being used. Sometimes I use that to upload as well. If I'm uploading a huge amount of stuff, then there's a lot going on. But what I like about this phone compared to the other one is, I'll show you. I'm looking for the phone and it's on the stand filming me. That's equivalent to looking for my glasses. Oh, I'm wearing them the whole time. Where's that condom? Oh, I'm wearing it the whole time. It's weird, isn't it? You look for something, it's like, oh, well, it's on you. Remember the other day, I went to take my glasses off. I poked myself in the eye. Honestly, I didn't have any glasses on. I went like that. And like nearly put my eye out. The new iPhone, see that? Now the other one, the one before this, was round. It was a curved side. This is flat. Much easier to hold. Much easier to pick up off the floor. Because you know, with the round one, it slips a little bit. This, you can just pick it off of the thing. It's much easier. Much easier to hold, better grip. Less likely to slip. That thing slipped out of my hands a few times. You should say, well, you shouldn't use it in the bath. Fair enough. You shouldn't use it when you're all soapy and covered in oil, slithering around on that big plastic mat that you've got in your bedroom. Fair enough. Well, how else am I supposed to see the other person that I'm talking to? But this is really good for grip. An expensive grip, to be fair, but I've not really given it much time to look at what's... Oops. I've not really given it much time to look at what's... Oops. I've not really given it much time to look at what's... Oh, go away. Right, I didn't want to do that. I'm not sure how the... It's a very good sound. I'm very pleased with that. In fact, I would be pleased to make a video with this sound for like a normal video on YouTube, like a hypnosis video. I'd be more than happy with the quality of this sound. In fact, I'd be more happy than with any previous video quality of sound that I've ever done. That's how pleased I am with this iRig. And I have tried so many different things. It's really hard. I'm now filming myself. The camera is pretty damn good. It's really hard for me. Oh, blimey, what was I talking about? Alright, it's hard to know what works and what doesn't work, even by the reviews. I go online when I need a new equipment, whether it's a new laptop, whether it's the iPad, or equipment, microphones, cameras, whatever. I research thoroughly, and I still have ended up with stuff that isn't very good. Still, over and over again. Honestly, I've got microphones that were specifically built for the iPhone. Not very good at all. This is... I'm scared to look up and start banging my head. This is the best I've had. You know, I've got two really good... They're both the same make, both Shure, and both BM... I think one's SM and one's BM or SM. I can't remember. But they're both Shure, really good microphones. And both got the same stands, although I might look at getting a different stand if it gets above my head or something. I don't know. I think I've got enough stuff for now. I don't need any more stuff. But it's really difficult to find something that works. It's taken me years to find this. And even though this iRig it's a preamp. it's been available for ages. It's not like a new thing. I mean, there's new versions of this and there's older versions of this. And this is HD. And, you know, the thing is, why didn't I find this to start with? I'll tell you why. Because I was looking for microphones. Microphones for the iPhone. This isn't a microphone for the iPhone. The preamp is an iRig for the iPhone and the iPad. But the microphone is just a microphone. It's specifically for talking and podcasts and stuff. It's a podcaster microphone. But as is this. But it's not built for the iPhone. So this doesn't come up when I was looking for something for the iPhone. The iRig didn't even come up because I was putting in microphones. I wasn't putting in preamps. I didn't even know what a preamp was. I got this booster amp thing. For Cloud it's called. That connects for this microphone and it increases the volume. The amount of research I've had to do, and I've come across stuff by accident almost. And I don't know why. This setup should be so easy. It's not an easy setup. Even for me, it's quite simple, but for me I find it's like, wow. There's so many different things connected just to make this broadcast here, this whole thing. You think about it, I've got two microphones, I've got an iRig, I've got the iPhone, I've got two microphone stands, I've got the iPad, I've got Focusrite thing, which is like an amp, and then you got like an amp expander or booster Cloud thing. I've got a Mokin adapter as well, plus all the cables and stuff, just to do this, just for this podcast, to video it at the same time, or to stream it at the same time as recording the actual podcast. And it just seems a lot of work, a lot of cables and a lot of leads and a lot of stuff, you know, to make this happen. But it's all worthwhile because I ended up with no one listening. Well, no one watching anyway. So people will listen, but no one watching. You just disappeared, Ma. It disappeared. I mean, come on. I got a sore short corner of my... I was eating pizza and I felt I was scraping against it. And I was like... and it just seemed sort of scraped away because it was just rubbing against my lips. And I just kept rubbing. It's not like I was rubbing it like, oh, rub it, but it just kept catching. I was eating it and like the crust was rubbing against my lips. And it's not like I was rubbing it over my face or anything, but it seems to have made it a little bit sore. Now I'm going to eat a banana. No, I'm not. I am, but not on camera. It's not that kind of show. No. So I'm going to go. So remember, I've got three new websites. LetMeBoyToSleep.com, Sleep Hypnosis Daily, Deep Sleep or Whisper.com. So I think the sleephypnosisdaily.com as well. I think that's it. Definitely LetMeBoyToSleep.com. And if you let me know if you listen to the Let Me Boy to Sleep podcasts, and it's like, if for whatever reason that's the main one that you listen to, or it's the one you like most, then I can perhaps add more stuff onto that website to suit people. Look at that shadow hitting my forehead. It's almost like a big, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, what are you? Where do you come from?
Oh, strange. I guess with some lighting and stuff, it wouldn't be there, would it? Or it would. I don't know. Would it? What are you asking me for? I'm not. I don't know everything. You don't. It might. I know it seems like I do, but I don't. I really don't. No. Anyway, that's it for me for today. Goodbye. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. That was a squirrel with constipation. I'm gonna go. But I cannot stop looking at myself on the screen. I want to keep looking at myself on the screen. I like looking at myself. It's very nice and I enjoy it. And I want to keep doing it. So I don't want to go. No, I don't. Oh. Saw my first Christmas advert yesterday. Nothing else to say. I've nothing else to say. Notice how I get older when I do that. Actually physically aging. Wow. Maybe if I slow it down, I get younger. Yeah, I got younger. Wow. Those just listening to the podcast, you're missing out on so much wonderfulness. No, you're not. You ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing. I'm going to go. I am. What was it? I am. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm just being silly now and I'm back. Right, take care of yourselves. Remember to be kind to yourself. Because you deserve to be happy. Do something nice for yourself today. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Do something nice for yourself today. And be kind to yourself. You know those negative thoughts that go on in your mind sometimes, telling you that you're not good enough and whatever. Tell them to shut up. Seriously. Don't allow it anymore. If you had this little man walking around, verbally being abusive to you, just following you around everywhere you went, being abusive, you wouldn't put up with it. So don't put up with it when it's in your own head. Be nice to yourself. Honestly, be gentle. Because when you're gentle, you can't allow that absolute rubbish to be going on inside your head. So it's important to remember. And I think it's only fitting that I finish with a song. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world made of plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me anywhere. Come on, Barbie, let's go, Barbie. Come on, Barbie, let's go, Barbie. Oh, oh. Come on, Barbie, let's go, Barbie. Come on, Barbie, let's go, Barbie. Ooh. I'll tell you a song that I liked, and I saw them on YouTube recently. Tattoo was a Russian girl group, and they got into a lot of trouble because they was kissing each other and stuff. A lot of people complained, but I don't remember complaining myself on the videos out. A lot of people complained. No men, apparently. That was weird, isn't it? And it was like, all the things you said, 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 all the things. It's a really good song, and they did a follow up to it, and I saw that live on stage, and it was really good. It was just two girls there, and they were young at the time. I think they were probably teenagers, 19, 18, legal age, of course, and it was so funny because they were singing live. They had a huge audience. It was just them, a huge stage, just them two. And they both had very different looked very different physically. One had red hair and the other one had a very short hair. And it was just very different. But the one with short hair kept flirting and touching the other one's face, and they were laughing. It was almost like they were enjoying themselves, and they were laughing while they were doing it. So it looked like they were having a lot of fun, sort of doing the stage show, because what they were doing was probably on the fringe of being illegal in Russia, probably. So. But their voices, although it was quite high pitched, that was the songs. You know, and it's like having a go at Louis Armstrong for singing so low. No, that's how he sung. We have all the time in the world. What a wonderful world. Ooh. No, it wouldn't sound right. I can't do it because my voice, I'm not a man yet, but I see the truth. You know, years ago, I'll leave you on this. When I was on stage, I did this little sketch right at the beginning, and I did the "It's a Wonderful World" song. But I said, I got out of bed, I fell out of bed, lost my job, and then my goldfish died. And I'm just all these calamities, and then I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And yeah, no one liked it then either. So brilliant, thanks everyone. So I want to go. All the things you said, 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 all the things you said. I love that song, I really do. It's one of those songs that probably has been forgotten by a lot of people. But such a great song, honestly, really, really good song. I'm sure they were in a lorry at some point in that video. I can't remember. I just have a memory of a lorry. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Even though no one's watching. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate. It's been really good. I really, really liked it. It's been ever so pleasurable. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it a lot. I think I'm going to write a poem about it, but not right now. But I have to finish because I'm enjoying it too much to be able to concentrate on writing the poem. I want to wait. Do it later. But I'm really. It's been a great experience. Very, very learning experience for me. Yes, I feel like I've gained a lot. I feel much more mature now than I did before. Yes, yes. I feel like I've grown as a person. Mm, and I feel like I owe all that to you and you and you. Not you, but everyone else. But you, not you, but especially not you, any of you lot. But you, the rest of you, fine. I really do appreciate. Apart from that man at the back, nope, didn't invite you. Didn't want you here to start with. But yeah, it's been great. Thank you. It's been brilliant. Really appreciate it. I feel like I've really, not only has it helped me, but I think it's really helped you as well. I think really enjoy transforming people's lives. Yes. Anyway, I want to, I want to go. I'm just acting silly now. The drugs are starting to wear off.
Did he say drugs?
Yeah, sure. Like I'd be doing this if I was on drugs. Spending time doing this. I'm doing this because I've got no drugs. No, I'm not. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll see you later. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.